Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the PWT Project. In studio with me, I got a couple of special guests. We have a couple of the PWT mentors that you see around the PWT building and also around the PWT Transitional Housing. So everybody just give it up for B and my boy G in the building. Y'all can introduce yourselves as well.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on, man? I'm Greg Jones, case management and also house management for PWT.
Hey, what's happening? I'm Bryan Serente, case management, also senior mentor, PWT.
Yes, sir. So the reason I got these two brothers in the studio today is because we want to highlight the PWT Transitional Housing, and also we want to highlight them as mentors. And what I want to do is I want to start with Greg first. I just want to kind of just dive. You don't have to go too deep, man, but just talk a little bit about your journey and then what led you to being a mentor for PWT.
Needed mentor. So I got started by needing mentor myself. In the stage of life that I was in, I was looking for something that was mature, something for me to get involved in. It was mature, age appropriate for myself. And I just think that coming from the background that I come from, it was warranted for me to help the ones that was in the trouble that I was in when I was young, help them figure out some of the things I was going through. So yeah, that's how I really got plugged in just allowing Reverend Kevin Brown, to guide my life, give me some words of encouragement, pray over me, and help me see some of the things that I needed to change to make the change, if that make any sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's perfect, man. I love that. What about you, B? What made you decide to be a mentor? And both of you guys were, both of you guys went through the MC3 program. B, you went first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually stumbled upon the mentorship program. I was a student at PWT about 3 years ago, graduated with the MC3 curriculum, obtained my Class A license. And like I said, I stumbled upon becoming a mentor. They had an after-school program with my brother Greg. He was mentoring kids from Grant High School. And one thing led to another, and I started coming in, volunteering, and it was easy for me. So I guess you could say this is like a passion for me. And it's easy for me because I was a troubled youth. I done been through the whole system. I don't even got to talk about it, but I done been through the whole system from juvenile to adult. And when I was presented with the opportunity to become a mentor, I just leaned that way, and I'm here now today.
Yeah, man. And we happy to have y'all around here, man, because, the service that you guys provide, just mentorship, right? And some, you guys are mentors with the transitional housing. Like, what does that mean to you guys, right? When some of these young people get a second chance to get back into society, reacclimate themselves into society, and you guys are the bridgeway to help them be successful. Just talk a little bit about what that transitional housing means for you guys. Let's start with Greg.
Okay, so transitional houses, I'm the house manager, also the facilitator for both homes. So my role in the reentry homes is very, very vital, and it takes great leadership, it takes know-how, and it takes patience, right? And you have to understand what's going on. Me and my brother both coming from troubled youth backgrounds, all the way up, we struggle, and so we know what's out there. We know the dangers, we know because we lost at all that. We were victims of the streets and what could happen, all the worst things that could happen, losing friends, losing relationships, losing partnerships, losing time the most, missing out on family. And so these young men who come, we were them. We were little guys, you know what I mean? And we try to focus in on letting these guys know that this is not the end. This is only the beginning. And it's very vital because at this time in life, you could think right now as a youngster coming up that because I made a mistake, it's all bad. And I got to continue just to keep this path because there's nobody gonna never believe in me. There's no hope. And that's not the case. And so with me, Brian, and Apache, my brother Apache, yeah, he's the other house management. We try to let them know that there's light at the end of the tunnel, that you don't have to bite into the narrative that it's over. We all make mistakes,
Yeah.
and we're gonna continue to make mistakes, but we learn as we grow, and that's just all we're trying to let these young men know that it's not over with. Your pathway is just starting, but we got to start recognizing some of the warning signs. We have to start reading some of the traffic signs as we journey on this road. Start paying attention to the turnoffs, to the roundabouts, to the, just all the caution signs along with the good signs, when you're not gonna know when your exit is, what exit to take. You on the right exit, and so we just there just to help and to remind these young men that we're advocating for them. We're the biggest advocate, number one, and that we there with them every step of the way.
Yeah, yeah. Like this ain't it. Like we just got to continue to let them know that this is your second chance. What you did as a kid, what you did as a kid is not going to count now. So just being on them and and just just continue to pound it in their head and let them know that just keep on pushing. Don't give up.
Yeah.
That it could be done.
Yeah.
Now, is it easy? No, it's not going
No,
to be easy.
no.
So in this process, we understand that we working with young men who still have their minds set on gang banging
Yes.
or dealing drugs or robbery, wherever it is that they got. We not, but our role is to get you to think outside of that, to get you to get your gears shifted to a successful path instead of a destructive path. And sometimes it can be nail biting to dealing with, you're dealing with other people's temperament, you're dealing with other people's attitudes, and sometimes they don't want to hear what you got to say because they don't see the other side of they don't see the other side.
Yeah, so we just basically we giving them what we didn't have at that age, because at that age we were so far gone and so deep into what we was doing and what we believed in that could nobody tell us nothing. So it's easy for us to, I just don't want to say it like that, but it's easy for us to mentor these young guys because we've been there
Yeah.
and we know what road that they don't want to go down.
Yeah. Experience though, right? Experience is the best teacher, right?
And
So if a crash dummy could talk to you, right? So this is my thing. So for crash dummies, so we see crash dummies in cars, right?
yeah,
They
yeah,
use the real crash dummies. So we see them in cars, right? And they go through all these different courses, tilt over, hitting brick walls, doing 100, hitting brick walls, doing 60, testing brakes, testing seat belts. So we are real life crash dummies in this course of life. But we here to tell you we survived the crash dummy, we survived the test
yeah, yeah.
of being a crash dummy, and now we here to let you know how it feels going through the process of being a crash dummy.
Yeah.
And I think that's important for kids to know, even if they take it or not. It's just something that it's some information that we have that you're gonna latch on to.
Yeah.
And I just hope that they get it sooner or later. I'm on my guy, so that's what I do. I don't have the role of being the nice guy. I don't, and I don't. I try to be a nice guy. But sometimes a job is not nice. Sometimes you have to be a little stern. Sometimes you have to tell people what they don't want to hear, but you still have to tell them. Sometimes it might be a guy you really, you like him, but he broke the rules and you have to enforce him, but it's all designed to align these young men with the proper tools to be successful. We're not giving out negative information. Every information that you get from us, positive, it's been talked about. It's been in a circle. It's been brewing, and then you have to understand the people that we're under. Pastor Brown, Miss Cindy Brown, and all the other staff that's here. We all come together as a community to talk about a situation or a couple of situations. So it's very vital what we do here. People working together on that level, because people see us, yeah, we MC3 curriculum, we do all that, but what they don't see is behind the scene what we doing in the homes, and that's very important.
Yeah, because in the reality of it is that we got 13 and 14 and 15-year-old young men that had to sit down for a few years. They didn't became young boys and they was young boys and now they're forced into a position to become an adult. So we basically like grooming them.
grooming them for success
Yeah.
and getting back to be a man. Because you got to understand, like bro was saying, these young men, 13, 14 years old, they get locked up. They didn't know how to maintain a house, manage a house, cook, make their bed, things that they were supposed to, be taught in the home. Some of us come from disruptive homes. I'm one of them. I came from a disruptive home. So by the time, it took me a long time and a lot of time away from my family to adjust back to where I needed to be, if we could say that, to adapt back to a man that's supposed to be responsible, you know, and being role models and mentors is very important for us to help these young men get to where they need to be, where they feel comfortable with talking to us, where they feel comfortable of doing stuff on their own, getting driver's license, social security cards
For the first time.
for the first
Yeah.
time on their own, making dentist appointments, doctor's appointments, all the things that we do as men that we naturally do. Young men have a hard time sometimes getting to that because they get discouraged with what's going on in the internet or what's going on in the street. They don't think about taking vitamins or going to see the doctor to get checkups or going, proper. So we just here to remind them that they are somebody and we do care and we do see the potential in them and we're pushing for that. We're advocates for that.
For sure.
And that life is happening though, right? Like life, no matter what you're doing out there, life is happening. And are you making the right decisions? Are you making the right choices? Are you aligning yourself with the right type of people, to get you to wherever you need to go? And I know mentoring, is one of them things too. You can't help and you can't save everybody, right? So what's you guys' definition of success? What would a successful person that is in the housing, what does a successful person look like coming through the program?
A successful person in the housing. So, a successful person in the housing, what I look for is being the facilitator over the program and then managing the house. What I look for is someone that's staying busy, that's working, that's always asking questions, always trying to go to the next level because that's the person that's paying attention. That's the person that's trying to go after it. And I also pay attention to the slackers, the person that's not asking for the information, a person that's not going the extra mile or even putting best foot forward to pursue the happiness or pursue the goal in orientated what they need to be. And coming, like I say, these guys be gone 3 and 4 years. So now they're back. Now what? So we have to kind of step in and show them a pathway. Just open, even like, because what's good for me may not be good for them, right? But there's so many different options laid on the table for you to choose from. And I just think that gives them a chance. Finding the pathway may not be truck driver. I'm a truck driver, but it may not be for you. You might be a welder. You might be this, or you might like warehousing. I'm here to expose those opportunities to you so you can choose the pathway that you want to go. But a person that wants it, he's going to let you know because he's going to always be asking questions. He's going to be working. You're going to find somewhere to be. You don't want to sit in the house all day and be, so a person that wants something, you're going to find it.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to see it. You're gonna be able to see it in them because they're gonna show it to you. They're gonna show it. It's gonna be in their actions, and the ones that don't want it, it's gonna be in their actions too. It's either you come home, you man up, and let's do it the right way, or you gonna come home and you're gonna be trying to manipulate the situation like you was doing inside the facility. But
Yeah, and we get those all the time.
yeah,
We get guys that come and they try to tell us, whatever they think they want to tell us. But one thing about that is we walk this life, you know. So it doesn't really align with crucial accountability. Well, we that's one thing
that's our thing.
that's our thing, crucial accountability. What I say I'm gonna do versus what I'm doing. So we just do the math. We just put those together. You say you want to do this, but this is what you're doing. And we put that together, and the accountability is, what are you doing? Because the enemy of greatness is what?
Good enough.
Good enough. So that's what we do. It's crucial accountability. So if you say that you wanna do MC3, I'm gonna hold you to that. We're gonna do the MC3. And that means if I have to get up, if I have to on the days that I normally don't come in early, I'm gonna come in early. I'm gonna take the steps with you, but I need you to take the steps first.
Show that initiative.
Show the initiative that you really wanted, and I'm gonna go all the way with you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And y'all doing a phenomenal job too, man. And it ain't for the faint of heart.
Nah,
Right.
it ain't for the fame. Let's say this.
We like, you know what I'm saying? We like EPMD.
Yeah, let's say this. It ain't for the fame. We're not rich.
Man, we doing God's work.
We're not rich. We don't have it made. We don't, we young. We not young, but we young men at heart, and we try, and we just have compassion, man, because we destroyed. We was part of the problem. Now we part of the solution.
Yeah. And like, there's a lot of work to do, right? Because, talking to some of these young people, man, just being out here in these streets, man, sometimes the streets is thick on them, right? Like, it's hard to even get to a reasonable person that's up in there, just buried in there somewhere. Like, how do you treat those cases right there when you just see that the streets is so thick on this person, man? What's a technique, or what do you guys use to get through some of that wall or that barrier?
That's easy. Because if you really from the streets, right? Most young dudes, they claim they really from the streets, right? But in all reality is you only can be so much in it at so much at a time as your life, right? So what I do, I use my real life scenarios. I've been shot, stabbed, all that, right? Is that what you want? Is that really what you want? You want to spend 30 years behind a wall? You want to be caged like an animal? So I come with real life scenarios. I don't never come with a unicorn or, I don't come with fairy tale stuff. I come with real life scenarios.
Yeah.
And then I could show you the result of it. I got friends that been dead 30 years, 40 years.
Never coming back.
Never coming
Not
back.
a game.
I got partners that got killed when we was 13. I'm 50 now. Okay.
Nah, that's what I'm talking.
So that's how long that you could be gone out of the way.
Yep.
Right. And death has no age limit. Give yourself a chance.
Yep.
Give yourself a chance. And some people, and I was one of them, I used to always blame my family. Well, man, if my family would have been like this, if my family would have had this, or if my mom would have. But now that I'm grown, you can't use them excuses no more.
Nah, it's like they really need to understand that the game is a fairy tale. It's like Hansel and Gretel. It's like all that. But the difference is that you could touch the fairy tale. You can get in the fairy tale and get lost at the same time too, though. Because what I'll be pushing up on them, crime don't pay.
Crime don't pay. If anybody know what crime do not pay. So that's the campaign. Crime don't pay, and we've been pushing that. Like I said, I started this before my brother. My brother started the class MC3 before me, brung me in. Then I got in, started the mentoring, brung him in, and that's just the way that we do it. And in life, anybody that know us, that know we gonna tag team on anything, we come our way, and that's just the way we is. And we hope that people see that and say, man, the relationship that we have as brothers, that they could form a pack like that, or see that, this mentoring in that. Every day, our everyday life, when we get up, we have kids ourselves. We struggle too, but we make the best foot effort to be here for them.
Yeah.
Real talk.
You know what I mean?
No, that's real talk.
Hey, Carl, you can relate to that, man. You got kids, family, but we still got to do a service.
Yeah. Every day.
Every day. And, we had classes where we had the marijuana awareness class.
Yep.
And so it's so much that goes into this, man. And I just think all together of us, PWT, you don't know who we partnered up with. It could be me and Carl, it could be me and Brian, me and Cindy, me and Pastor Brown, me and Auntie Gloria. It don't, it's so we have combination of tools and knowledge, and that's what makes it so, worthwhile, and it's really, really a phenomenal thing what we do here. But, patting ourselves on the back, that's cool, but getting it done is another thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, we got young folks, they graduate and they calling Greg like, "Hey, man, I graduated, man. I made it." You know what I'm saying? So that's the joy right there.
That's the joy right there.
Yep.
You know?
And the crazy thing is, and I really, y'all maybe even think about it yourself, man. But when you change yourself, you changing the world. When you go out and you change other people, you really changing the world, because now they can go out and they can influence people the same way that you influence them. And you guys are doing a phenomenal job. You guys are providing a phenomenal service. And I hope this thing gets as big as you guys possibly wanted to, man, because, just watching you guys work, seeing the stuff that you guys go through on a day-to-day basis, and just dealing with different personalities, man. And some of these dudes are serious. You know what I mean? Like, some of this stuff is like, you have to have some sort of a credibility. You have to have some sort of a witness to be able to approach and mentor some of these young fellas, man. So,
oh yeah, it get real, Crow. It get real, and life be lifing though, right?
In real time.
Your life be life in real time. So,
yeah, absolutely.
you're dealing with real serious people,
Yeah.
right? And you have to be serious too, because like they say, steel sharpens steel, right? And in that aspect is that if you weak, if you talking to a person that's mentally strong in something that he's doing, and you come with something weak, they can notice it fast. They can notice that you scared, you're nervous, or you may not know as much as you say you know. Someone's always reading that. And so you just always want to keep it genuine. And once you keep it genuine, when you're a genuine person and it's genuine, you don't have to worry about all that.
No.
Yep.
I don't have to worry about the lie I told you 2 months ago, because I ain't never lied to you.
We ain't telling no
Yeah, we
lies.
ain't telling no lies. So I remember you told me, oh yeah, this was such and such day. Yeah, I could, so that's the good thing about it. And then having Christ in our life also helps too. I want to talk about that. Having Christ in my life helps me,
Yes.
because I was just like the young man, like I told you, and I still be working on things myself. Patience, attitude, right? So there we go. And this gives me the opportunity to work on myself as well, just to tune up some of the things that need to be tuned up in my life as well. So
Yeah.
I'm very grateful.
Yeah, man. Full circle, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Full
Yeah,
circle.
for sure. Full circle. Me personally, where I'm
We
at.
never thought we was gonna be
Yeah,
here.
well, you know what I'm saying? Where I'm at, I didn't see this. Ain't none of this in my notes. Ain't none of this on my vision board. I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see it, but it happened, and it felt good. So, you know what I'm saying? Along with Christ and with what we doing with the mentorship. So this is just it gave me a whole different sense of direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Well, I want to thank y'all, brothers, man. We finna wrap this thing up. I just want to say thank y'all. I'm proud of y'all, man. You know what I mean? I done known y'all for a few years now, man. I done seen B caught me trying to give him some old coffee in the old MC3 class. You know what I mean? But
Man, you don't make the coffee no more. Hold on.
And for y'all just want to know, Carl is my brother too.
Yeah, for
you know what I'm
real, though.
saying? He's not a friend of ours, none of that. He's our brother. We love you, Carl, man, and
We appreciate you.
appreciate you for everything you do. You know what I'm saying, your space, everything, everything you do for us that we don't even give you your flowers for, man. We giving you your flowers, man.
Yeah,
on
real
this
talk.
podcast, man. You keep PWT going, and I don't know where we would be without you, man. I
Yeah,
don't even think
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah, real talk. We appreciate you and your beautiful family.
hey,
Real
man,
talk.
I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I just love and admire y'all, man, just because, like, when you come from a certain place, man, and then you just see that 180-degree change, you know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot of work, man. It takes a lot of work, man, that some people just aren't willing to put in, man. And I seen y'all putting in that work on a day-to-day basis, man.
Yeah.
Both of y'all got young kids. You know what I mean? Y'all are being great examples to them young kids, because they don't know what y'all were before. You know what I mean? They just see y'all what y'all are now. And that's a great example to them and a mentor to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just super proud of y'all, man. I'm happy to be a part of y'all life, man. So
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, on everything, Carl, because like this, right? Man, we be glad to come here, man. What is we doing?
yeah,
Like my brother used to tell me, man, what is we doing? Right? I mean, what is we doing though? I mean, we grown. What is we doing? What we gonna do?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna do. I'm 50. I'm gonna sit around wait for somebody to kill me. Come on, man. I gotta get action. I gotta help these youngsters, man, get past some of the things
Real talk.
and that was holding me up, that was hanging me up. I wish I had an Uncle Greg and Brian when I was
Yeah.
coming up. Hold me accountable. What I say I want to do. I say I want to be. I say I want to work. I say I want to do this. Okay, but you doing this?
Yeah, what we doing?
What is we doing?
Accountability, right?
Accountability. And even as we get old, we still have to be accountability. Older, yeah. So Carl, you'll hear us sometime like, man, what y'all got going on? So that kind of, yeah, it's good. So we all family. You come here, believe we own you.
Yeah, man. When I was doing some interviews with them youngsters, man, and they was saying accountability, man, was one of the main things that they taken away from the program, man. And what you just spoke to, G, is that accountability, man, because if you say you want something, man, it's good to have people in your life that's going to hold you to that.
Why I got to fight you for what you say you want?
Yeah, for real.
This what you want.
Why
I'm going harder for you.
Yeah, why I'm going hard. Yeah, why I'm going harder for you, And so that's the thing I hit them with, man. I'll be like, why I got to sit here and tongue wrestle and men call and try to shake your sheets, and this is what you wanted to do. You got us in your business. Your actions or why you're here and why you're hearing us get at you it's all started with you.
Yep.
So
I got a final question for y'all. So we'll start with B. B, if you can go back to your younger self and see you the way you are now, what would that interaction be like?
No, I'll be talking crazy. My younger self will be talking crazy. I'll be bagging so hard on the person that I am now because the way I came up, man, I came up what they say, I came up raw. You know what I'm saying? Back in I came up raw, I just be amazed. I just be amazed, but I'll be talking mess because I wouldn't have seen this coming. Me helping kids, me mentoring young men, trying to help them get their life on track, knowing the way that I came up. I'll be amazed.
Yeah. G, okay, you just stepped out the time machine, right? And you head to where you are, man, 32 years ago, right? With that interact, you right there at the time machine too, man. You hop out that time machine right now, G versus the young G. What that's gonna look like?
Man, I'm a totally different person, man. I'm a so just to give you a quick summary, who I am now was not 7 years ago, right? And so it's big change. It's a big difference. I'm nothing like what I used to be, and I look like nothing I've been through. So changing was challenging because I didn't never believe in change. I was one of them dudes who'd always thought it's the game. I believed in the game God. You know what I'm saying? And I'm serving the game God. But it's only one God.
It's only one God.
But I'm serving the game God. So you know what I'm serving. I'm serving the devil. I'm doing the devil's work.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And so having kids showed me compassion, life, to be around, to see people living in regular life. So you don't have to bite into that. Just to be in yourself got me in a better state of mind. And then once I worked on my state of mind, I had to work on my heart. So it was steps. And so when I stepped out the time machine now, here I am. I'm ready. You know what I mean? But it took a lot. It took a lot. Sacrifices was made. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
Still being made.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I want to thank both of y'all brothers, man, for joining me on the PWT project, man. This has been one of my favorite episodes, just talking and chopping it up with my brothers, man. So I appreciate both of y'all, joining me, man. Y'all got any shout outs or anything before we wrap this joint up?
Yes, I'd like to shout out to my team, Miss Gloria, Miss Cindy Brown, and the head, Kevin Brown, you Carl.
Yes, sir.
Ron T,
JB, and the rest. If I forget you, it's all in love. Come around sometime.
Yeah.
Can't forget Uncle Michael Blair.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out. Well, first of all, it's my mom's birthday today, so shout out to mother.
Happy birthday,
mother. We love you.
I want to give a shout out to my PWT family, my tribe, my PWT tribe, my Journey family. anything that's associated with what we got going on, man. What's up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We finna wrap this thing up, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for all y'all do, man. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the PWT project. We finna drop this soon. We got a couple of real episodes coming up as well, man. So again, thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. This has been the PWT project. I'm Carl Thornton Jr. Thank you to Bryan Serente, my brother Greg Jones, man. Thank y'all so much for joining us, and we gone. Peace.